What in the world? It's raining again, son of a gun. Son of a ding-dang gun. I can't believe it. I mean, it does rain every hour of every day here. It is raining constantly in Rain City, but dang it, I can't believe it. Hello, welcome. Welcome back to Rain City, or welcome to Rain City for the first time if you've never been here before. We're going to be writing some letters today. Going to be writing a variety of letters, including some to, let's see. Let me grab this thing, one second. Including some to viewers. If you'd like one of the viewer letters you're about to see on this stream, you can send your name and complete address to RainCityLetters at gmail.com. That's right, RainCityLetters at gmail.com. Rain City Letters. The first letter we're going to write is going to be a viewer letter. I've got this stationery that I hate, that I've been trying to get rid of. It's from the 1980s. It's paper bag colored. I really did think I was getting one box of this, but I ended up with 4 boxes. It was a great price for 4 boxes, let me tell you. But it's just too much. It is simply too much paper that I do not like. But that's alright. Let's write a letter. Ooh, what ink am I gonna use today? Alright, I got it. I'm using a Pilot ink. It's called Seungyo. Seungyo. Let's zoom in on this Seungyo. It's like a nice brown ink. I don't really think this paper is going to show it off very well. Just got rid of my least favorite stationery the other day. I wrote 5 letters, which is very prolific for me. For one day. 5 letters in one day, that's pretty good. So you can go to the store and get me some better stationery. Oh, I wish. Alright, let us write. I don't need to post this pen. Let's write to a viewer. We want to have the ink out, though. I like putting the ink right here. Just so you can tell that there's ink. Dear... Oh, it's a cat here, I think. Yeah. My cat Pancake has started coming up here. My cat Pancake has started showing up and stepping upon this writing surface, so I have been finding cat hairs here. Dear viewer, oh, what do I want to say to a viewer today? Okay. I figured it out. I know what I am going to write. My brother used to be afraid of getting his hair cut. When he was a tiny baby child. That's a good start. Oh, hello, Scuffy. I'm writing a letter to a viewer about an incident where my brother got his hair cut. I don't think you know this story, but you don't have time for it, so I'll have to tell it to you at some point in the future. My brother used to be afraid of getting his hair cut when he was a tiny baby child, so my mother asked one of her friends. So my mother asked one of her friends if she could cut his hair at our house. This friend was a, let's see, what do you call someone who cuts hair professionally? Is it just barber, or is there a second term for someone who's specifically I guess it's just barber, stylist. I don't know that. Hairdresser. Be hairdresser. This friend was a professional. Hairdresser. And yet, right after starting she managed to cut his ear. Yep. The end result of all this was somehow my brother no longer being afraid to get his hair cut. I guess the worst had already happened. Clip, clip. Jason Steel. And then I drew my brother here. This is not really what he looks like, but okay, close enough. Alright, and this one will go out to a viewer. I was terrified of shots as a child until the first time getting blood work done through my arm. Thought it was cool and looked forward to it. Fast forward to now and I'm just scared of needles again. I've never been scared of needles, but I do have a hard time watching while my blood is being taken. I'm okay as long as I don't watch it. I don't care about the needles. I don't even care about looking at the needles going into me. What the heck? I gotta figure out how to turn that off. Did you see that? Did you see the weird thumbs down or whatever? How do I turn that stuff off? This is the Macintosh thing, I believe. I gotta go on my settings. Gestures, maybe. There's gotta be a way to turn this stuff off. There's gotta be. Mac off. Webcam gestures. Turn off. Reaction effects. I don't know how to turn off reaction effects. Reactions. Lasers. Yeah. Apparently this is supposed to give you lasers. I don't see... maybe you need both of them. Lasers. Oh my god. I don't know that that's lasers. Fireworks, 2 thumbs up. Is that fireworks? Is that... How do I turn this off? Oh my god. Reactions. Okay, I've turned them off. Alright, they're off. It was rain. That was rain. My video source is upside down, so the thumbs down was supposed to be a thumbs up, etc. Oh well. Keep it on. No, I don't like that stuff. I don't like it. It surprises me too many times. Get rid of it. Alright, I'm gonna put a P.O. Box sticker, a P.O. Box address on this. This is going out to a viewer. This will be heading out to some lucky viewer. Lucky. Gotta go watch Charlie the Unicorn right now. Oh, but you're gonna miss the letter I'm about to send to, let's see. You're gonna miss, I gotta send a letter to, like, the Utz Quality Foods Company. Can you afford to miss that? Can you afford to miss my letter to S.C. Johnson & Son Incorporated? Yeah, because that's coming up. You don't want to miss this. All right, I guess I'm gonna write to. I'll write to Utz. I'm gonna be using these lemon cards. I love these lemon cards. I love lemon. Tell them their salt and vinegar chips are amazing. Yeah, I do genuinely think that Utz is the very best chip company in the world. You just don't get better potato chips than Utz. Alright, let's write to Utz. Ooh, what color? I guess I'll do a green. In fact, I've inked this pen up with Lady Emerald. Lady Emerald ink. What the heck is this company called again? It is Teranishi Chemical Industries. Lady Emerald. Teranishi Chemical Industries. What a name. Tried to convince my mom to watch this with me the last stream. She said no. This stream is not going to be for everyone. I would not recommend trying to share this stream with people. I do think it's a very specific, like, it's a unique stream. I think that there's definitely people out there who want to sit down and watch someone write letters to various companies. Not for moms. Oh, they definitely could be for moms. It just gotta be the right mom. Not every mom wants to watch someone write a letter to the Utz potato chip company. Calligraphy? No, I don't do calligraphy. Just use fountain pens for writing. Calligraphy is its own whole thing. Alright, dear Utz Quality Foods. writing about potato chips. We sure are. I don't know how you do it. Got back from mailbox, found a letter from you. Oh, good. Glad it arrived. Enjoy your letter. No paper bag paper. Oh, you missed it. That was my first letter. Dear Huts Quality Foods. I don't know how you do it. But Huts... Let me see... Truly does make the very best potato chips in the world. Thanks for the snacks. Consider a lemon flavor. It would in all honesty not sell well. But I'd buy it. Day one. They already have a lemonade flavor? Oh my god, do they? If so, I have to abandon this letter. Oh my god, they do! And I didn't buy it day one. Son of a gun. Well, this is great news for me. Alright. We're doing a redo. I'm gonna order these right away. These are new. Oh god. Alright. Wow. Lemonade. Oh, it's sold out. Son of a gun. Still, I'm gonna track this down. Tried it. It was interesting. Would not buy again. Alright. Could do a PS explaining you just found out. You know what? That might actually be funnier. Because I do have lemon notes. This actually needs a backing. P.S. I just discovered that you do, in fact, have a lemon flavor. Lemonade. I did not buy it day one. And for this, I am sorry and ashamed. I will do my best to track it down now. Jason Steele. Got some sort of little fiber caught in my my nib here. Alright, I think I got it out. It's causing the ink flow to go down a little bit. I think we're good now. Alright, I'll put this PS inside the card. I think I need to, yeah, I need to fold this. Actually, let me write the address before I try to write in this envelope here. Utz Quality Foods LLC. Utz. Quality Foods LLC. CEO. Customer care. This is 900 High Street. Hanover, PA. Pennsylvania. That's where Scuffy's from. 1-7. That's how I was introduced to Hud's actually. Scuffy. 3-3-1. Alright. And let's see, this stamp has the most yellow on it. This is the one I'll use. And my own address I will of course put on after the stream. Okay, before we move on to the next letter, which is going to be a viewer letter, I want to share with you a reply I got recently. I mentioned on the last letter writing stream that I had not gotten replies from companies in a long time. It had been a few months for whatever reason. But I got a response from Kenview, who makes Band-Aid branded bandages. Here's the letter. My address is right here, so I'm going to cover that part. But here is the letter that I got from Kenview. As a refresher, I wrote to Band-Aid thanking them for helping me with all of my boo-boos and ouchie wah-wahs. Jason, thanks for contacting us at Kenview, the makers of Band-Aid adhesive bandages. It's always wonderful to hear from our consumers that love our products as much as we do. We will be sure to share your wonderful comments with our team. As a thank you for reaching out, we are happy to enclose some a cost-saving coupon. So what's happened here? A cost-saving coupon. They had multiple options. They could include some of something or a cost-saving coupon, but they've accidentally given the game away here. They haven't enclosed some of anything. They've just enclosed a cost-saving coupon. I could save $3 on Band-Aid branded bandages. We hope it comes in handy on your next shopping trip. Your support means the world to us, and we'd love it if you shared your kind words on our website. Our consumers love seeing comments from other fans like yourself. Visit our site here. http://www.bandaid.com. Find your favorite product and click write a review. We can't wait to read it. Thanks again for contacting Johnson & Johnson, Jason. If you want to learn more about our products or have any additional questions, please visit our website or call us at 1-800-526-3967. We are available Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Stuck on You, Russ, Consumer Care Center, 006091087. There you go. Thank you, Russ, from Consumer Care. Appreciate it, Russ. Alright, we're gonna write another letter now. We're gonna write another letter. This one is going to be to... Ooh, let's see. Oh, it's a viewer. Yeah, of course. Write another letter to our viewer. Got this 70s Love notes pad. The nearness of you. You can't imagine what loving you means to me. I know the meaning of love, and I know the nearness of you. My tomorrows won't come true unless I share them all with you. I think this is the one. This is the one we'll use. Let's see if I can cleanly get this off the pad. I've had trouble with these. I've had a little bit of trouble. They're just not perforated very well. Perfect for Valentine's Day. Absolutely perfect. Here we go. For Valentine's Day. Got it. My tomorrows won't come true unless I share them all with you. I have a orange ink inked up in this orange pen. This is Benasucci by Takia Benasucci. And I think I should bring the backing out for this. Dear viewer, let me take a sip of my tea real quick. Green tea with the jasmine. Dear viewer, do you think the people in the photo below are still alive? I do. In fact, I think one of them lives near me, and one of them lives near you. We need coordinate. Hunt them down. And get them back together. Why? This is the stuff of destiny. There is no why. Besides, the winds of fate. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is assign here, just to make sure I have enough space. And I'm going to draw them. Get in here. Perfect. All right. Well, this will go out to a viewer. Get one of my Crane envelopes out. I'm having a hard time finding Crane stationery recently. I'm worried about the Crane Stationery Company. Everyone seems to be out of stock of their stuff. They actually went out of business very briefly before getting gobbled up by some international conglomerate who reopened them. But I'm worried. I'm worried about Crane Stationery. They've been around since the actually since before the founding of the United States of America. In the original U.S. colonies, Crane Stationery made paper for Paul Revere, to turn into currency. This company's been around that long. Okay. There's another viewer letter written. Time to write to... Let's see... Alright. Get out my serious paper. Also by Crane. Also by Crane Stationery. I was reading Where's All the Goo? I misplaced it, so now it's lost. The 5 chapters I read were good though. Dang it. I hope you find it. I hope it returns to you. Usually when I'm writing a serious letter, I do a like a blue, a black, or a blue-black. But this time I'm gonna do purple. I've been wanting to use my purple inks more. This is what is this? Murasaki by Takia. I think Murasaki just means purple. This purple. I think I could get my library to stock your books. It depends on the library. Some libraries will stock, like, independent stuff, but some of them will not. Some of them need to order it through their system. All right. You can buy books and donate them to the library. Yeah, you could do that. Okay, I'm going to be writing to the Honorable Maxwell Alejandro Frost. This is my Congressman Frost. Put that date up here, February 4th. '26. Alright, let's write to my Congressman Maxwell Alejandro Frost. Dear Congressman Frost. Greetings. My name is Jason Steele. And I am one of your constituents in Florida. District 10. It's quite the pen. Yeah, it's by a company called Aurora. I got it entirely because it has the Greek key on it. I will get anything if it has the Greek key on it. I love the Greek key. This is legitimately like the entire reason I got this pen. I don't even know if I like this pen, but I like the Greek key. I write to you today. Because I heard that you were physically assaulted at the Sundance Film Festival. I hope that you were not seriously harmed. And that such a sinister incident is never repeated. I have felt much despair over the state of the world. Although, as French philosopher Albert Camus tells us, is no love of life without despair of life. I like to think that most of my despair comes from love that I don't think any of us know ourselves well enough to truly tell. Be well, Congressman. Sincerely, Jason Steele. All right. There we go. Letter to my congressman. Congressman written. Let's get my pen out. This is the first letter. No, but you've been here. What are you talking about? The Honorable Maxwell Alejandro Frost. This is a long name. The Honorable Maxwell Alejandro Frost. I think this is actually the first Gen Z congressman. I could be wrong, but I think he is. I think he is the first Gen Z congressman. Is he indeed honorable? That's a good question. Of all the congressmen who have ever represented me in either the House or the Senate, he's definitely the least bad. I know nothing against him outside of, like, just the general lack of action that I would want from my representatives. Let's see. 1, 2, 4. Longworth House. Office building. Washington, D.C. Two 20515. So he's inoffensive for now. I guess you could say that. I don't know. I'm sure there's plenty of things in his voting record I would look at and say, I don't like that. I'm sure I could find plenty of stuff to disagree with him on. But he's about as good as you get. And I will of course put the stamp here, the little bunny. Inoffensive as a practice, but also still young enough to want to pick fights and change things. I think he's, like, my read on him is I don't think he has the desire to push things to the point where they'll actually be helpful. You know, he does show up to stuff. There were some like detention centers that he showed up at and demanded entry and was not given entry and left. You know, stuff like that. Still, I don't think he should have been attacked at the Sundance Film Festival. It was attacked by all accounts, a random racist who told him to he should be deported or something. Anyway, let's write another viewer letter. I'm going to be using these. This box has the Greek key on it. This is some pretty old stationery. I'll show you how old it is because it comes with this little thing. The booklet that helps you put more personality and interest in your letters. The Written Conversation, a practical guide to letter writing. How to make your letters reflect you, and how to make them more interesting. Why a letter says more and means more than a phone call or a card. When only a letter will serve to offer a thank you, congratulations, condolences, and invitation. What kind of letter papers are appropriate for personalities and for occasions, and so much more. Just fill in the coupon on the reverse side and mail it with 35 cents. 35 cents, baby. The written conversation. Send it to the writing desk of Jane Eaton, Pittsfield, Massachusetts, 01201. No building name, just the writing desk of Jane Eaton. This was an address you used to be able to use. You just to be a post office. Send this to the writing desk of Jane Eaton, please. Or yes, right away, of course. Don't forget to include your 35 cents. Could still try it. No, if there's any chance, I do still try it with these things. Like if the company still exists. There's no way that this one's still gonna work though. There's no way. The writing desk of Jane Eaton. Yeah. 0 search results. Jane Eaton. Stationery. Yeah, there's Eaton stationery since 1969, 1951. I found the booklet online. Oh no, this is a different book. Sorry, I found a entirely different booklet online on Pinterest by Jane Eaton. Let me show it to you. Here it is. It's fun to write letters by Jane Eaton. That's her writing desk right there. This one's from 1951. Found a copy on eBay, dated 1975. 1975, you say? Let's see if I can find that copy. A written conversation, Jane Eaton. Oh yeah, I found it. Okay. The written conversation. Oh, no. Yeah, looks good. Yeah, that's. There we go. There's that art. We also got a bird. We also got a bird. Oh, I'll keep an eye on this this auction here. Let's write a letter. Here's the envelopes. Lovely envelopes. Truly beautiful envelopes. Yeah, I definitely want to use a backing mat for these. Well, this paper has an interesting texture to it. I have no idea if I'm going to be able to show this off or not. This texture. Yeah, actually, what if I turn the overhead light off? Maybe it's going to get dark enough. Oh, there you go. Can you see this texture? It's like a bunch of dots. It's very interesting. I don't think I've ever quite seen paper like this. Looks like a miniature honeycomb. It does, yeah. It feels very like it's smooth, but you can definitely feel a little bit of a texture there. I wonder how it is to write on. I guess we're gonna find out. I think given the strange texture, I'm gonna go with a pen I always can trust to write well. It's my Waterman Pen with oxblood red ink. Alright, let's see how this goes. Gotta tell you, it's very weird. It's very weird to write on. Show my wife the pen. Which pen? Waterman Pen. Yeah, this is the Pen. Beautiful pen. It's supposed to be shaped after speedboats. It's supposed to look like a speedboat. Dear viewer, this paper has a subtle bumpy texture. To it. It is interesting to touch. But not all that nice. To write upon. Sometimes you gotta take the good with the bad. For instance, a few weeks ago, I saw a monkey behind my house. No one believed me. Which was bad. But I saw a monkey. Which was good. Always glad to see the monkey. I hope if you ever see an unexpected monkey, people believe you. If they don't, let me know. And I will believe you instead. Sincerely, Jason Steele. And let me draw a monkey. Try to write left-handed? No, because I'm not left-handed. Monkeys are amongst us. Never know until you try. Well, I mean, I did try when I was like a child. Pancake is currently on the covered patio I am gonna see if she wants to come in. So let me go check. So far we've written to 3 viewers, and Utz Quality Foods, and the Honorable Maxwell Alejandro Frost. Go see if Pancake wants to come in. Be right back. Pancake did, in fact, want to come in, and she's here. She's in the room. Actually, she's disappeared again. I don't know where she went. She's vanished. Alright. Who is next on my list? Got it. She mentally recovered from pooping her pants. Yeah, she did. She pooped her pants. Did you receive my package yet? I haven't gone to the P.O. box yet. I'll be going maybe tonight. Okay. I think this next one's gonna be a little weird. This next one's gonna be a little strange. Alright, I have this very extremely old thank you message. It's not in great condition. This is probably 60 years old, 70 years old, something like that. Comes with its own little envelope, which I don't even think is actually like mail legal, so I'm gonna have to put it in a larger envelope. You're going to be writing to S.C. Johnson & Son Incorporated. They make Method soap. And let's see. I'm going to be using Pilot Rika. Actually, you know what? I'm a little bit worried about this paper, so I'm going to use a drier ink. Shiguri by Sailor. I think I'll have more luck. It might bleed. You never know what's going to happen here. Dear S.C. Johnson & Son Incorporated. This is a family company. 5 generations of Johnsons have run this company. The current guy who runs it the current guy who runs it is named what the heck is his name? Fisk Johnson. F-I-S-K Johnson. His name is Fisk Johnson. Notable thing about Fisk Johnson. He got married in... Actually, I don't know what year he got married. He got married to Dr. Susan Lockhead. They were married for about a year. And then their divorce proceedings took 3 years. They were married for a year and spent 3 years getting divorced. Fisk Johnson is worth $15 billion, which is probably a big part of the reason it took as long as it did. But 1 year married, 3 years getting divorced. Fisk Johnson. Dear S.C. Johnson and Son Incorporated. Thanks for all the great soap. Sincerely, Jason Steele. I'm gonna do a little drawing here also. arrow. Me. The soap. Enjoy your... I was right about this paper. There's a little bit of bleeding, which makes it look even more deranged, but... Yeah, this is going out to the S.C. Johnson and Son Incorporated. Because I don't actually think it's, like, this is not sortable. I'm gonna have to put it in a larger envelope. I believe this should fit. Yeah. Let's see. Hey, guess who's here? Guess who's here? It's Pancake. Pancake's making a little visit. She loves to step all over my things. See, Johnson and Son Incorporated. Method Products. This might be the most deranged letter I've sent to a company. That's okay. Hey, Pancake, you just gotta step all over my letters here. Uh, 1525. Howie Street. MS048. I can't tell if that's... Sometimes Pancake steps on my keyboard and adds stuff to my little document. I think that might be what happened here. MS048. It can't be right. No, it's MS048, okay. Alright. Highway Street. MS048. This is in Racine. Okay, 5, 3, 4, 0, 3. Wisconsin. It's in Wisconsin. I like to control Z those situations. Yeah, that's what I do. Oh, you know what? Before I do that. This envelope was too short to mail. You know, just so they understand. Live streams, the one where you draw ghosts for lucky viewers. Those are ghosts for the Patreon supporters. I do that sometimes. You can find all of the stream VODs via the playlists tab. Almost makes it more deranged. Yeah. This is definitely one where they're gonna think the person who sent it has problems. And I guess they're not wrong. I think some of the letters they send to the companies, like, they understand the spirit in which it was sent. They understand that I'm being a little silly goose, you know. They know I'm being a silly little goose. But I think these people, I think they're gonna think I have bigger problems than being a silly little goose. Alright, S.C. Johnson and Son Incorporated. That's Quality Foods. The Honorable Maxwell Alejandro Frost. 3 viewer letters. We will do one last viewer letter. And then that'll be it for the stream. That'll be it for today. Some more vintage stationery. I think this comes with envelopes, yeah. And I should get the backing board out. What pen do I want to use for this one? What ink? Kind of want to use Fuckia EB. It's like a burgundy. This pen right here. This is a Waterman Exception. Pancake wants to go out. One sec. Sorry, she does not. Excuse me. I heard her scraping because it sounded like she was at the glass door asking to be let out, but she's actually in her litter box. She's doing some litter box stuff. So this is the Waterman Exception. This is an older pen by Waterman. I purchased this a while ago from a seller online on eBay. I think it was eBay. Was it Mercari? I don't remember. Said it was in perfect condition. What I actually discovered when I got this, because the price was very low for what this pen is. What I actually discovered was it was sold as a bold, but if you see on the nib here, the nib has a. Can you see it? One sec. Yeah, it's got an M. It's got an M for medium. What had actually happened was the person who owned this had tried to modify the nib themselves. Likely to maybe smooth it out or fix an issue which is known as baby's bottom, where the 2 points of the nib end up shaped kind of like a butt, and when you put the nib to the paper, because it's butt shaped, the ink doesn't actually touch the page and you have trouble writing. And they appear to have attempted to fix it themselves using some sort of sanding paper, and they certainly fixed the baby's bottom issue, or whatever the issue was, but they did it wrong, and you end up with like this very flat surface of the nib. The nib is supposed to be rounded, but it's flat instead. And what that means is it would have a very small sweet spot. So like if you hold it at exactly the right angle, it's fine. But as soon as it turns just a little bit, you end up with a sharp edge, and suddenly you're dragging on the paper. Thankfully, I have enough experience with this sort of thing that I was able to mostly fix it myself. And the pen itself was at such an extraordinary price that it was worth putting up with this crime that they did against the pen. And it writes quite well now, but it does write a very thick line, because when they smoothed it out, instead of like a rounded point that hits the page, it's a flat point, and a much larger flat point. Dear viewer, pen crimes, crimes against the pen. I don't blame them. If you go online and like ask, how do you solve a scratchy nib or baby's bottom or any of this stuff, they're like, well, you get some sanding stuff and you do figure eights on it. You do figure eights to smooth your pen out. That's wrong. I see this so many times, figure eights, but it's wrong. You don't do figure eights. You've got to make sure you're getting it from all angles. It's got to be from all angles. Can you replace the nib? The nib is the primary cost of the pen. So if a pen costs, for instance, as this one did when it was new, let's say $600, a replacement nib would be like $400. The nib on these pens are made literally of gold. This is a what is this? Yeah, this is 18 karat gold. The nib is made of 18 karat gold. So the nib is the expensive part. And that's way more than I paid for this pen, like getting a new nib. I don't actually think you can get this nib anymore, because this is the pen that Waterman doesn't make anymore. They don't make this pen. This is a vintage pen. Dear viewer, oh, Pancake does want to go out now. Hey, Pancake. No, she's going to her food. She wants to eat. Okay. Dear viewer, this is my last letter of the night. Feed her, you monster. She's already got her food now. She gets so much food. Not too much food, but she gets food, she gets snacks. If you need to smooth out your nib because it's scratchy, what would you actually do? No, there is you get 12,000 grit sandpaper. Not sandpaper, mesh. Yeah, micro mesh. 12,000 grit micro mesh. And what you want to do is take the micro mesh. When you're removing material from the nib, you want to go along it in the shape of the nib. So you would take the micro mesh and, you know, you'd do a little, like, up and overs. Across. Like, this is ultimately what I did to reshape this into something more manageable from different angles to match the intended shape, the circular shape. If you simply go in figure eights over the micro mesh, you're flattening it out. You're just removing material from one plane. And then after the micro mesh is done, you want to take I forget what the grit is, but essentially the smoothest possible micro mesh. If you get like a kit, if you go on like various shopping websites and look for micro mesh kits that have a variety of different grits, it's whatever one is the smoothest, whatever one is the least rough. You go over it with that afterwards to smooth it out so that it's not so rough. But when you're actually removing material, it's important to do it in shapely arcs. Dear viewer, there is a conspiracy theory about a secret planet known as Nibiru. That is hidden from the Earth by the sun. This conspiracy is true, and I myself have been to Nibiru. Let me pancake. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. You don't want to go. Everything there is sticky. And smells like old bags. It's a very specific smell. You know, you got a bunch of old bags somewhere. It smells like that. It smells like old bags. The old bag smell. You get used to. YouTube is telling me you need. All of a sudden, YouTube is like, hey, we need to verify you are who you say you are if you want to keep using your YouTube account. You need to open up Gmail. On your phone. There we go. Alright, I verified my identity. The old bag smell you get used to. I don't know why they... Never mind. But the stickiness... You never do. The middle of the stream is some timing. Yep. The old bag smell you get used to, but the stickiness you never do. It's not all bad, though. They do have a wide assortment. Figure out how much of this I really want to tell people, because it might convince people to go to Nibiru, but this is the last thing I want. I gotta be truthful, though. It's important to be truthful. They do have a wide assortment of orbs. And even I forget what the term is. And even, here we go. And even oblate spheroids. Still, they're all sticky and I was trying to write thus. Alright, so I've messed up here. I've messed up, so what am I gonna do? So I'm gonna do that, and then Nibiru is my favorite place in the solar system. Visit. Today. Jason Steele. And down here I'm going to put the UMO symbol. Because why not? Why not involve the Umites? That's one more letter down, and that'll be it. Once again, if you would like one of these that you've seen here tonight, send your full name, or sorry, your name and complete address to RainCityLetters@gmail.com. RainCityLetters at Gmail. Go, gotta put my address label here, and that'll be it. Got 4 viewer letters, 3 non-viewer letters. SC Johnson and Sons, Utz Quality Foods LLC, the Honorable Maxwell Leandro Frost. That's 7 letters, not too bad. Hope you've enjoyed this stream. I've enjoyed streaming. Yeah. What a world. Every once in a while you know, excuse me, I had to sneeze. I wasn't being contemplative. I guess I am being contemplative, but I wasn't being extra contemplative. I was just sneezing and muting the microphone. Every once in a while, I think about the state of things. And do feel a significant despair. But, you know, I also like thinking about traditions. I like thinking about a sort of unbroken line from here to there. And what I mean by that is there has never really been a time in which human beings have been like, things are good now. Things are working out. If you're out there and you're worried about the world, if you're stressing and anxious about things, you are correct to be. Things are very bad. But also, there is some comfort to the fact that every human that came before you has also shared these fears. This is not to say that things are going to be okay, but, you know, this is not a particular unique situation. People have lived under terrible rule for most of human history. People have lived in circumstances that are horrific for most of human history. So you could just imagine yourself holding hands with a long, unbroken line of human beings who have all been miserable. And you can look ahead at the line of humans that are going to come after you, who are also going to have to suffer through in terrible times. And hope that at the end of it, there might be something a little better. But in the, you know, in the philosophy of Albert Camus, that hope, if it's an inactive hope, can be actively work against your goals. You gotta have an active hope. You have to do what you can in this world to make things better for your neighbors, to make things better for the people who are going to come after you. So, I have talked before about abandoning hope, and I do think it's good to abandon hope. In the sense, abandon the simple wishing that things are going to get better, and do what you can with the time that you have. Because I do genuinely think that things will improve in the future, but they will improve because of the actions that people are taking today. Even the smallest, tiniest actions. But yeah, there's going to be misery ahead of us. There's much misery behind us. Hold the hands of the people who came before, who came after. Embrace that truth. And do what you can to make it better. Alright. Thank you for watching. Had a good time writing these letters. And I will see you later.